Now, why aren't more people listening to Fetty Wap? That's something I've for sure been wondering. Even though Fetty Wap was one of those artists who was on top for a little bit of time years ago, people are still always reminiscing about his glory days. So yeah. Let's talk about it. Now, do you remember earlier this year how out of nowhere Fetty Wap started trending on social media? That then led to his Spotify numbers spiking a little bit and he started getting a surge of streams out of the blue. Honestly, that whole time I was praying that the streams spiked so much to the point where people finally jumped on the train again and Fetty Wap could finally be back in business, as in he's relevant all over again. That little wave of interest, I guess, died down though, and there was that. Lately, I've been wondering though, how are things looking for him in 2020? Maybe that's something you've been wondering as well. Now, the other day actually, the boy Fetty was in the headlines after he responded to one of his fans explaining why and how he fell off. After years of wondering where Fetty Wap went after having one of the most successful runs in 2015, the New Jersey rapper is finally explaining what went wrong after a supporter asked how he fell off. So a fan dropped a comment on one of his IG posts saying, "I actually don't know how you fell off." He responded back saying, "Bad business, managers, greed, and selfishness, but it's almost over. I got rid of all that goofy shit around me. Now I can focus on the music and I'm going up, just watch." Now last year, 50 Cent actually also responded back to a fan on the gram who dropped a comment about how Fetty Wap fell off, and 50 responded with saying he just had a contract issue. It makes any artist not want to make music. Obviously that's facts. If your business is not in order, it's hard to focus on the art 1000%. This has always been in the back of a lot of people's minds when it comes to Fetty Wap. I mean, the guy has always been talented, has always known how to make some dope sounding records. I think his track record of hits on top of hits will confirm that, and that makes you wonder, how could a guy with such a natural hit making ability not even be close to how hot he was years ago? The fact is, some artists are simply not meant to stay. They're not meant to be a continuing figure in the industry, so they get a couple hits and that's where their story ends. When it comes to Fetty Wap though, I think he has so much life left in him. Most people seem to recognize that, but what doesn't make sense is how everyone keeps on talking about how they want him to make a comeback, but 90% of all those people just aren't showing up when he drops music. That's the sad part. I'm only saying this because he did drop a project titled You Know the Vibes close to 2 weeks ago. I bet you didn't know that. I really don't think enough people are talking about it though. I did listen to it, by the way, and man, there are a couple sleeper hits on this one. The song Vibes is one of them, actually one of the more streamed ones from the project as we speak. Going back to what I said earlier, people just aren't going out of their way to support the music, which doesn't make any sense. Yes, it doesn't have that same old Fetty Wap touch to it, I'm not gonna lie. There is really just a disconnect between the amount of people who are talking about how they want to come back from him and how many people are actually showing up for him. Now, I will say this, the fact that his business wasn't in order and maybe isn't, still all the way in order has a huge impact on how he's performing right now and how he will be performing in the future. One thing I hope he realizes is the fact that we're in a very different time compared to when he blew up back in 2015, and I say that because Fetty Wap's blow up was just super organic. He didn't really do too much as far as marketing for people to like him. He was just a guy who knew how to make some really catchy records, and those songs caught the attention of millions within the span of weeks, and everything went up from there. Nowadays though, you gotta capitalize on things like the TikTok wave. That's absolutely huge for artists right now. He does have an account, but he's only posted 2 videos on there. That's untapped potential 1000%. When it comes to Fetty Wap and people not listening though, I think his time is far from over. Like he said, bad business was one of the reasons why he fell off, and he admitted that. The thing with Fetty Wap is he just needs to be put in front of more people's faces, aka marketing, okay? Because when it comes to the music, I think he has it down. Right now though, there's a whole lot of reminiscing on his old days going on, but not enough people listening to his current material, okay? That's a problem. At the end of the day though, any hype that's gonna help him capture people's attention, that's never a bad thing. And for 2021, I wanna see Fetty Wap making a comeback. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, Fetty Wap in 2020. Why aren't more people listening to his music? What do you think about this? Definitely let me know in the comment section below. Let's have a discussion about this.